Well, good afternoon, fans, and welcome to the AASU softball field on a chilly Saturday. Your Armstrong Atlantic State University Pirates getting set to take on the Florida Tech Panthers, and temperatures are chilly as last night the Coastal Empire area got its first snowfall in nearly 20 years. But the snow has cleared and the field is reasonably dry, and we are ready for collegiate softball action between the Pirates and the Panthers, and a homecoming for the Panthers head coach Val Silvestrini. She played here at Armstrong Atlantic in 2004, helped lead the Pirates to an NCAA Regionals berth that year, and then served as an assistant coach to Armstrong Atlantic head coach Ted Evans for a couple of seasons before departing for Jacksonville, where she worked at North Florida for a few seasons, and this fall took over this Florida Tech softball squad for her first head coaching job. So obviously we welcome her back to the ASU softball field, but the Pirates will be looking to hand the Panthers a couple of losses here. The Pirates come in at 1-1. Florida Tech comes in at 2-0. Both teams opened up their 2010 seasons last weekend. The Pirates split 2 games against NAIA foes. The Pirates defeated Montreat 8-0 and lost to Brenau 4-2. In a bit of a scrambling move. They were supposed to go to Georgia Southwestern, open up the season at a tournament in Americus, but bad weather in Americus forced Georgia Southwestern to scrap the entire tournament, so a lot of teams were scrambling. Pirates got lucky that both Montreat and Brenau were in town to face SCAD that weekend, and the Pirates were able to pick up a couple of games against those two teams last weekend. Florida Tech, meanwhile, also faced an NAIA foe. They swept a doubleheader from Northwood out of Florida in their first 2 contests. So the Val Silvestrini era getting underway successfully with a pair of wins down in Melbourne. Well, let's go ahead and give you the starting lineups for today's game. But first, we're going to break for the national anthem, and then we'll come back with the lineups. Armstrong Atlantic State takes the field, and the Pirates will send Megan Barnwell to the circle. Behind the plate for the Pirates will be Ashley Bucket. Nicole Huddleston, the lone senior on the Pirates squad this year, is at first. April Jowers is at second base. Amber Janis at short. Bailey Temples is at third. And in the outfield from left to right, Megan Qualls, Destiny Eccles, and Erin Billingsley. The Florida Tech lineup looks like this. Sarah Oram will lead things off and play right field. Brittany Memley will play second base and bat second. Brianna Barth, the pitcher, will bat third. Brooke Fisher, the shortstop, will bat cleanup. Emily Densom will play first base and bat fifth. Kara Dickinson, the third baseman, will bat sixth. Leilana Ankiel will be behind the plate. She'll bat seventh. Tyler Miller will be the designated player. She'll bat eighth. And Danielle Healy will be in center field and bat ninth. The default for Florida Tech, Rihanna Witt, will be in left field. Megan Barnwell, the freshman from Brooklet, Georgia, making her second appearance as a Pirate last weekend. She threw 2 1/3 innings of hitless ball and struck out 2 in the game against Brenau. And she will start things off against Sarah Oram for Florida Tech. Oram was 2 for 8 last weekend with an RBI. Florida Tech out of the Sunshine State Conference, a very good softball league. Megan Barnwell's first pitch is a strike, and we are underway here at the ASU softball field. Of course, Lynn University won the national championship a couple years ago, though that title was vacated as there's a foul ball down the left side. University of Tampa, Florida Southern. Florida Southern has made several World Series appearances. The 0-2 delivery from Barnwell to Oram is low and outside for ball 1. Pirates in the middle of a mini 3-game homestand to open up the season. As the 1-2 pitch is swung on and missed, strike 3. And Oram could not check her swing on the inside fastball by Barnwell. And there's one down for Brittany Memley. The Pirates will play on Tuesday here at the ASU softball field against crosstown rival Savannah State. 1 p.m. start for the Pirates and the Tigers, as there's a shot down the left field line, foul for Memley. Memley was 1 for 6 in the doubleheader last weekend for the Panthers. After the Savannah State doubleheader, the Pirates will have a week off before they go to Catawba for tournament action. Ball in the dirt, taken for a ball, makes the count 1-1. The Armstrong Atlantic baseball team is in action as we speak over at Pirate Field. As Sam Floyd heads out to the circle to talk things over with Bucket and Barnwell. The Pirates are hosting Southern Indiana. They were supposed to play yesterday, but the rain and snow forced that game to be postponed. They're going to play one game today, and then tomorrow a doubleheader beginning at 11 a.m., and we will have those games for you on our webcast. Hopefully a little warmer over at Pirate Field tomorrow. So 1-1 count on Memley. And the next pitch is low and outside for a ball. And it's 2-1. Memley, a senior from Winter Springs, Florida, transfer from Belmont Abbey out of the Conference Carolinas. 2-1 pitch is a strike, and the count is now 2-2. The 2-2 pitch from Barnwell, foul tipped. So the count remains 2-2. Pitch, again fouled off of the Pirates dugout. We are just underway. We're in the top of the first inning between the Pirates and the Panthers. Freshman Megan Barnwell in the circle for the Pirates. Chopped foul down the third base line again off the bat of Memley. So a good battle here between the second baseman for the Panthers, the senior versus the freshman Barnwell. 2-2 pitch, grounded to second. Jowers will flip it to Huddleston, and there's 2 away. Now we'll bring up the pitcher, Brianna Barth. 3 for 7 last weekend for the Panthers. She looks at a first pitch ball from Barnwell. She had a double and a run scored, as well as picking up a win in the circle against Northwood. 1-0 pitch is inside for a ball. The 2-0 pitch from Barnwell, that's high, and it's now 3-0. And the 3-0 pitch is low for ball 4. So Barnwell gives up a 2-out walk. And it brings up the shortstop, Brooke Fisher. Fisher, like Barth, 3 for 7 last weekend. Had 3 runs scored as well as a couple of runs driven in. She takes a strike, and it's 0-1. Fisher is a sophomore from Mission Viejo, California. The 0-1 pitch is a strike, and it's 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is outside for a ball, and it's now 1-2 on Fisher. Runner on first, 2 out, top of the first inning. 1-2 pitch swung on and missed, strike 3, and that retires the side. We go to the bottom of the first inning. Pirates coming about. Scoreboard is not working. Joe, over at baseball, Joe said somebody has to flip the circuit breaker in the green box behind the sports center. I have no idea. Chad Jackson back with you here at the ASU Softball Field. Armstrong Atlantic coming up to bat in the bottom of the first inning. April Jowers, Destiny Eccles, and Megan Qualls to face Florida Tech pitcher Brianna Barth. Barth, a junior from Granada Hills, California. First pitch is low and outside for ball one. Barth threw 8 innings, gave up 6 hits and 2 earned runs, striking out 7 and walking just 1, and picking up the win over Northwood last weekend. Ground ball to short, bobbled by the shortstop, and that will be safe at first for April Jowers. And the Pirates have the leadoff runner on for Destiny Eccles. Eccles, the junior from Douglasville, Georgia, transfer from Darton College. Shows bunt, takes the pitch, it's a strike, and Jowers will steal second base. And Jowers is into second with the stolen base. So a runner in scoring position. Eccles swings and misses at the pitch, and the count is 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is outside for a ball, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch is inside. Eccles hopped out of the way of the ball, and it's now 2-2. Two-two pitch down low. That was pretty close, but the count is now full on Eccles. So Barth got ahead of Eccles 0-2. But Eccles has come back and worked a full count. The payoff pitch is grounded to third. Throw to first is in time, and smartly taking third on the throw is Jowers. So the ground out moves April Jowers to third, and with less than 2 out, a good RBI opportunity here for Megan Qualls. Head coach Val Silvestrini out to talk to the bases umpire, perhaps arguing if Jowers left second too early or perhaps the play at the plate, but regardless, she gets the explanation, and we will be back in action with Megan Qualls, the junior from Ringgold, at the plate. Qualls 1 for 4 with a home run and 2 runs driven and 2 runs scored last weekend. She's hitting .250. And the first pitch to her is low for ball one. Pirates had a pair of home runs last weekend. Qualls had one, and the batter on deck, Nicole Huddleston, had the other. The 1-0 delivery to Qualls is low, and it's 2-0. We're scoreless, bottom of the first inning, Pirates and Panthers. And the Pirates threatening with a runner on third and less than 2 out. The 2-0 pitch is outside, and it's now 3-0. 3-0 pitch high and outside, and Qualls walks on 4 pitches. It sets up the double play, but it puts 2 runners on for Nicole Huddleston, who last weekend hit the first pitch she saw for a 2-run home run in the first inning against Montreat. A preseason all-conference selection. She earned all-conference and all-region honors a year ago for the Pirates. First pitch to her is a strike from Barth. Huddleston was 1 for 5 last weekend. That one hit the 2-run home run against Montreat. The 0-1 pitch is a strike, and it's 0-2. So after Barth walked Qualls on 4 straight pitches, Barth comes back and gets ahead of Huddleston 0-2. The 0-2 pitch is way outside for a ball. April Jowers on at third. Megan Qualls on at first. The Pirates have a pair of runners on without the benefit of a hit. Jowers reached on an error. Qualls drew a walk. The 1-2 pitch is down in the dirt, taken for a ball. And it's 2-2. Two-two pitch, pop foul. That will get out of play behind the Florida Tech dugout. So the count remains 2-2. So the 2-2 delivery again from Barth. That's low. And the count is now full on Huddleston. So the payoff pitch to Nicole Huddleston is grounded to third. Throw to first is in time. The runner at third, Jowers, cannot advance. Qualls moves to second. So there's now a pair of runners in scoring position, but there are 2 down in the inning for Bailey Temples. The sophomore from Midland, Georgia, was 1 for 5 with a double last weekend. First pitch to her is outside for ball 1. April Jowers at third, Megan Qualls at second. The 1-0 delivery from Barth to Temples. Big swing and a miss. And it's 1-1. One pitch is inside for a ball. And it's 2-1. Two-one pitch, that's looped into center field. That is going to drop for a base hit. 1 run will score. And Bailey Temples drives in the first run of the game with a single to center field and is 1-0 Armstrong Atlantic. That's an unearned run against pitcher Brianna Barth, but the Pirates take the lead And now Shelby Duff will step to the plate, the freshman from Springfield, Georgia. Was 3 for 5 with 3 runs scored last weekend. First pitch to her is low, and taking second base without a throw is Bailey Temples. Duff was the 2009 Coastal Empire Player of the Year by the Savannah Morning News. Another pitch in the dirt, taken for a ball, makes it 2-0. Played her high school ball at Effingham County High School. She is also a pitcher for the Pirates. She threw 3 2/3 against Brenau last weekend. As that pitch is high, and it's now a 3-0 count on Duff. Barth battling here. She's given up an unearned run and is in danger now of loading the bases. The 3-0 pitch is a strike, and it's 3-1. The 3-1 delivery grounded to short, charging hard is the shortstop Fisher, but her throw to first is not in time, so it's an infield single for Shelby Duff, and the Pirates now lead it 2-0. Temples is now at third, Shelby Duff on at first, and Aaron Billingsley is at the plate. The junior from Roswell, Georgia. 2 for 5 with a pair of doubles last weekend. First pitch to her is a strike. Pirates are going to try and steal a run, and they do, as in the rundown, Duff is out, but the run counts, and the Pirates will take a 3-0 lead going into the top of the second inning. To the top of the second inning, Armstrong Atlantic with a 3-0 lead over Florida Tech. Emily Densom, the first baseman for the Panthers, will lead things off against Megan Barnwell, who is elected to come out in the second inning with the shades on as the sun tries to peek through the clouds here at Pirate Field. First pitch to Densom, low for ball 1. Next pitch is also outside, and it's 2-0. Densom was 2 for 6 with a double and a pair of runs driven in last weekend against Northwood. She is a junior from Toronto, a transfer from Simon Fraser. The 2-0 pitch is fouled down the left field line for a strike. Busy day around the Armstrong Atlantic State Athletic Department today. Not only baseball and softball action at home, But the Pirate basketball teams are in action at Columbus State this afternoon. The women tipping off just about now. The men will play at 3:30. And the Armstrong Atlantic men's tennis team is in Florida taking on Rollins College in a matchup of top 10 ranked teams. Count is now full on Densom. The lefty hitting first baseman for the Panthers, leading off the top of the second inning. The 3-2 pitch, that's hit to deep left field on the run, and that one is up against the fence. And heading into second base with a leadoff double is Densom as it hit off the left field fence down the line. So the Panthers get their first hit of the ball game as they try and answer the 3 runs scored by the Pirates in the bottom of the first. And Kara Dickinson, a freshman from DeLand, Florida, steps into the box. She bunts it. First baseman Huddleston will throw to Jowers covering, but the sacrifice is successful. And Densom is now at third. That brings up Leilani Ankiel, the junior catcher from Port St. Lucie. Takes a pitch inside for ball 1. Ankiel is a cousin of St. Louis Cardinals outfielder and former pitcher Rick Ankiel. The 1-0 pitch to Ankiel is inside for a ball, and it's 2-0. Runner on third, less than 2 out for the Panthers. It's a 3-0 Armstrong Atlantic lead, but the Panthers threatening. 2-0 pitch, that's a strike, and it's 2-1. Two-one pitch, swing and a miss by Ankiel, and the count is now 2-2. Two-two pitch, that's low for a ball. So the payoff pitch from Megan Barnwell to Ankiel, that's fouled down the right side, out of play. Off the roof of the field house. So again, the payoff pitch is low for a ball, and Ankiel trots down to first base with the walk. Second walk given up by Barnwell so far today. She has struck out a pair of batters. And it brings up the designated player, Tyler Miller. Miller, the only Georgia native on this Florida Tech squad. She swings and misses at the first pitch for strike 1. She is a sophomore from Ackworth, Georgia, played high school ball at Etowah. Head coach Val Silvestrini wanting to talk things over with Miller. With runners at the corners and 1 down, we are in the top of the second inning. Here in the first of 2 today between the Pirates and the Panthers. Oh, 1 pitch is a strike, and it's now 0-2. on the Panthers' designated player. 0-2 pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. And so there's now 2 down in the inning. And the 9-hole hitter for the Panthers comes to the plate. Center fielder Danielle Healy, a junior from Durham, North Carolina. She looks at a strike at the knees, and it's 0-1. Oh, 1 pitch, that's low for a ball. One pitch, foul back to the screen. That brings the count to 1-2. One-two pitch, low and in for a ball. And that makes the count 2-2. 2-2 pitch, that's inside, so the count is full. 3 balls, 2 strikes, 2 outs. Runners at the corners for the Panthers. Three-two pitch, swung on and missed, strike 3. So Barnwell comes back and strikes out Miller and Healy to get out of the jam. We go to the bottom of the second. Pirates lead it 3-0. Saren Billingsley leads off the bottom of the second inning for the Pirates. She was at the plate when the Pirates stole a run to end the bottom of the first inning. The Pirates brought home the runner from third when Duff was caught up between first and second, but she stayed on the bases long enough for Temples to come home with the third run of the inning. So Billingsley will have her first at-bat here against Barth. The 0-1 pitch is outside, but called a strike, and it's now 0-2. Oh, 2 pitch, fouled back out of play. Billingsley is in her third year with the Pirates, as that pitch is high of the upperclassmen Other than Nicole Huddleston, who is in her 4th year, Billingsley has been with the team the longest. All the other juniors are transfers. As there's a shot into left field, but right at the left fielder, Brianna Witt. Witt makes the catch on the hard hit ball by Billingsley. And that's the first out of the inning. I'll bring up Ashley Bucket, the sophomore catcher from Snellville. Bucket was 3 for 4 with 3 runs driven in last weekend for the Pirates. She takes a strike on the outside part of the plate from Barth, and it's 0-1. And another curveball from Barth finds the outside part of the plate, and it's now 0-2 on Bucket. Changeup grounded to short. Up with it is Fisher. She throws on to first, and there's 2 away. That brings up the shortstop, Amber Janis. Transfer from Chattanooga State Community College. Janis was 3 for 5. And she fouls off the first pitch behind us, out of play for strike 1. She had a double and a run scored last weekend. Pirates as a team last weekend had 17 hits and 49 at-bats, including 2 homers and 7 doubles. As there's a shot foul down the left side. That will fall out of play for strike 2. No balls, 2 strikes, 2 down. We're in the bottom of the second. 3-0 Pirates with the lead. 0-2 pitch again fouled off by Janis. Pitch chopped back to the pitcher. Throw to first is high, and that should be a base hit because I don't even think the throw would have gotten her. Janis will have an infield single of the 2-out variety, and we'll go back to the top of the order for April Jowers. Jowers reached on an error and scored in the first inning. She bats here with a runner out first and 2 out. Runner goes on the pitch, and that will be a caught stealing as the catcher Ankiel throws out. Janis trying to steal second base. Pirates get a hit, but nothing else. We go to the top of the third inning. 3-0 Armstrong Atlantic. Chad Jackson back with you here at the ASU Softball Field. Top of the third inning we go. Armstrong Atlantic leads Florida Tech 3-0, and it'll be the top of the order for the Panthers as Sarah Oram, the right fielder, steps in to face Megan Barnwell. Oram looks at a first pitch ball. She was a strikeout victim of Barnwell to lead off the ball game. First time through the order, Barnwell walked 2, struck out 4, and gave up 1 hit. Fly ball down the left field line. It's foul. And that will make the count 1-1 on Oram. Barnwell played high school ball at Southeast Bullock High School. Was an honorable mention All-State honoree. She hails from Brooklet, Georgia. The 2-1 pitch is a strike, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch grounded foul over towards the Pirates dugout. And that keeps the count 2-2. Two-two pitch grounded up the middle. Jowers keeps it from going into the outfield, but it will be an infield hit for Oram to begin the third inning. Second hit of the ball game for the Panthers. And it will bring up the second baseman, Brittany Memley. She grounded out to the second baseman. She bunts this one here to third. Bailey Temples will throw on to first to complete the putout. The sacrifice is successful as Oram moves over to second base. And it brings up the pitcher, Barth. Barth drew a walk from Barnwell in the first inning. First pitch to her is low for ball 1. No pitch, that's hit foul down the right side. It will fall out of play for a strike. The 1-1 delivery is low from Barnwell, and it's 2-1. Top of the third inning here at the ASU Softball Field, 3-0 your score. Armstrong Atlantic leads, but Florida Tech has a runner in scoring position as there's a pop-up foul territory, and that will get out of play to make the count 2-2. Two balls, 2 strikes to Brianna Barth, the pitcher. The pitch from Barnwell is fouled back to the screen. Two-two pitch. This one's lifted into right field. Going back and making the catch is the second baseman, April Jowers. Tough catch over the shoulder, but Jowers makes the play, and that's the second out of the inning. And that brings up Brooke Fisher, the shortstop, strikeout victim of Barnwell in the first inning. Takes a strike at the knees here, and it's 0-1. 0-1 pitch, that's a rise ball high to make the count 1-1. 1-1 pitch, grounded to second. Jowers up with it, throws on to first, and that retires the side. The Panthers get a hit, but nothing else. We go to the bottom of the third. Armstrong Atlantic leads Florida Tech 3-0. Chad Jackson back with you here at the ASU Softball Field. Armstrong Atlantic leads Florida Tech 3-0, and we go to the top of the third inning. April Jowers, the top of the order, leading things off for the Pirates. She was at the plate when Amber Janis was out trying to steal. She tries to bunt her way on, but is thrown out by the pitcher, Barth, to the second baseman, Memley, covering. And there's one away. That brings up Destiny Eccles, who grounded out to third her first time up. She swings and misses at the Barth pitch for strike one. Oh, 1 pitch, that's low and away for a ball. The Armstrong Atlantic women's golf team will hit the links for their next tournament on Monday and Tuesday nearby at Hilton Head Moss Creek Golf Club for the Newberry Invitational. Swinging a ground ball foul down the third base side. And it's now 1-2 on Eccles. The 1-2 pitch, changeup, grounded foul, caught by the third baseman Dickinson, but in foul territory. The count remains 1-2. 1-2 pitch, grounded to short. Up with it is Fisher. She throws on to first, and there's 2 away. Fisher has settled down since committing the error to begin the top or the bottom of the first inning. Since then, she's had a pair of errorless chances, and with 2 down, Megan Qualls will step to the plate. Qualls drew a 4-pitch walk from Barth in the first inning. Later came around to score on an RBI single by Shelby Duff. First pitch to her is outside for ball 1. .1-0 pitch, that's low. So Qualls has now seen 6 straight balls from Barth. 2-0 pitch is a strike on the inside part of the plate, and it's 2-1. 2-1 pitch, that's outside. It's now 3-1. And the 3-1 pitch is on the inside part of the plate, and it's 3-2. The 3-2 pitch is inside, so Qualls draws her second walk of the game. That's also the second walk given up by Barth. And with 2 down and 1 on, Nicole Huddleston steps to the plate. Senior first baseman grounded out to third her first time up. Swings and hits one to deep center field, but settling underneath it is the center fielder Healy. She'll make the grab, and that will retire the side. The Pirates get a base runner, but nothing else. We're through 3 complete here at the ASU Softball Field. Your score, Armstrong Atlantic 3, Florida Tech 0. Balmy spring day here in Savannah. I'm not that old. Top of the 4th inning here at Pirate Field. Emily Densom, the first baseman, will lead things off for the Panthers. Densom doubled to lead off the second inning for Florida Tech, but was stranded. She pops one up in the infield here. It's going to kick, though, and kick foul. Barnwell and Bucket unable to make a play on it, so they make the wise decision. Watch it hit and roll foul. So it's an 0-1 count on Densom. Another pitch fouled back off the screen, and Densom is behind in the count, 0-2 to freshman Megan Barnwell, getting the start for the Pirates in Game 1 of today's doubleheader. The 0-2 pitch is outside, and it's 1-2. One-two pitch, grounded up the middle. That's a base hit. So Densom, who popped one up in the infield, but it hit and kicked foul, takes advantage of that and picks up the third hit of the ball game for the Panthers and her second hit of the day. And there's one on, for Kara Dickinson, the third baseman, who executed a successful sacrifice her first time up. She shows bunt here, takes the pitch high for a ball, and it's 1-0. 1-0 pitch. Popped up. That will get out of play as it hits foul, and it's 1-1. One ball, one strike. Megan Barnwell delivers a pitch that's fouled back to the screen. And it's now 1-2 on Dickinson. The 1-2 pitch fouled at the plate. So again, the 1-2 pitch, that's low for a ball. It's now 2-2. Two-two pitch, called strike three, and Dickinson is out on strikes for the first out of the inning. And that brings up to the bat Lanion Keel, who drew a walk from Barnwell in the second inning. Barnwell has now struck out 5 and walked a pair through 3 1/3. First pitch to end. Keel is low for ball 1. And the next pitch from Barnwell, that is right over the plate for a strike. And it's 1-1. Ground ball to short. This could be 2. Over to first for 1. On to first. In time. 6-4-3 double play. And the Pirates get out of the inning. We go to the bottom of the 4th. It's 3-0 Armstrong Atlantic. Bottom of the 4th inning, Armstrong Atlantic leading Florida Tech 3-0. Bailey Temples, Shelby Duff, and Aaron Billingsley to face Brianna Barth here in the 4th. Temples drove in a run with an RBI single and also scored a run in the 1st inning. She shows bunt and takes the pitch outside for a ball from Barth, and it's 1-0. Again, a reminder, fans will be over at Pirate Field tomorrow morning for an 11 a.m. doubleheader between the Pirates and the Southern Indiana Screaming Eagles. The Screaming Eagles currently ranked 29th in collegiate baseball's Division II top 20 or top 30 coaches poll. 2-0 pitch to Temples, grounded into left field. That's a base hit, and it gets through the left fielder's legs. So Temples will head for third. The throw is not in time, so it's a hit and an error, and the Pirates have a runner at third with nobody out here in the fourth. Speaking of those Screaming Eagles, Southern Indiana leads Armstrong Atlantic 8-1 in the third inning over at Pirate Field. As Shelby Duff steps to the plate, Duff looks at a strike from Barth, and it's 0-1. Duff drove in a run with a single her first time up. She pokes one foul down the right side out of play. And it's now 0-2 on the freshman designated player, Duff. The 0-2 pitch inside, but called a strike, and Duff is out looking for the first out of the fourth. I'll bring up Erin Billingsley. She hit the ball hard in the second inning, but right at the left fielder, Witt. She hits one foul down the right side, but that will get out of play for a strike, and it's 0-1. Hey, Bucket, tell them it's still the fourth inning. Ashley. 0-1 pitch grounded to second, bobbled by the second baseman, and safe all around. A run will score as Temple scampers home, and it's now 4-0. Now I'll bring up Ashley Bucket with a runner on first and just one out after the error by the second baseman, Memley. 2 errors in the inning by the Panthers. And the Pirates have plated a run as Bucket looks at a pitch outside. Temple's led off the inning with a single, but the ball got through the left fielder Witt's legs, went all the way to the fence, so Temple's ended up on third. And then Memley couldn't handle the ground ball by Billingsley. Temple scampered home. Now there's a deep drive down the left field line. It's foul by Bucket, but it was hit a long way. And the count is 1-1. The 1-1 pitch from Barth fouled back to the screen, and it's 1-2. There is some activity down in the Florida Tech bullpen. Number 7, Tiffany Bishop, is throwing as the 1-2 pitch is outside for a ball, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 delivery to Bucket, lined right to the second baseman, Memley. She'll grab it, flip to first, and that will retire the side. So Bucket lines into a double play, And that is how we end the fourth inning. We had the top of the fifth. Pirates lead it 4-0. I've heard a couple different things. Well, I've heard that. I've heard San Francisco might, because what, San Francisco? They don't have a quarterback, but he's not Singletary's guy. Singletary wants his guy, and he plays right. So Singletary's going to want his own guy, and he's going to want a quarterback if he right, and he wants a quarterback that plays with the mentality of a linebacker. Oh, it is. It is. They'll have to work on it. He's going to have to do what Vince Young's done. Vince Young's shortened his delivery a lot in the last couple of years. We move to the top of the fifth here at the ASU softball field. Armstrong Atlantic leads Florida Tech 4-0. Tyler Miller, the designated player, will lead things off for the Panthers. She fouls off the first pitch from Barnwell for strike one. Miller was a strikeout victim of Barnwell in the second inning. The 0-1 pitch is high and inside for a ball. And it's 1-1. One pitch lined to the shortstop Janis, and the Janis makes a diving grab for the out, robbing a base hit from Tyler Miller. That's a Sports Center highlight catch by Janis, leading off the top of the fifth inning. So that brings up the center fielder, Healy. She looks at the pitch high for ball one. Healy also a strikeout victim of Barnwell in the second inning. One 0 pitch, big swing and a miss by Healy, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 pitch inside for a ball. And it's now 2-1. Again, the first of two here at Pirate Field. We'll have our second game about 20-25 minutes after the conclusion of our first game. 2-1 pitch is swung on and missed by Healy, making it 2-2. Two pitch, called strike three, and Healy is out on strikes for the second time this afternoon. And with two down, we'll go back to the top of the Florida Tech order for right fielder Sarah Oram. Oram is 1 for 2 today, a strikeout and a single. She looks at a pitch high for ball one. One 0 pitch, that's also high, a little outside. And it's now 2-0. And that pitch is downstairs, so Barnwell falls behind Orem 3-0. 3-0 pitch, an automatic strike. As the sun still trying to peek out behind the clouds here at the ASU Softball Field. Highs today in the very low 40s. As that shot is foul down the left foul line, out of play, and the count is now full. Some parts of the Savannah area getting multiple inches of snow last night. As the 3-2 pitch is high and outside, and Orem draws a 2-out walk. And that will bring up Brittany Memley, who executed a successful sacrifice her last time up. She's 0 for 1 officially. Call it what you will, the Snowmageddon, the Snownami. But it was the first time, as there's a shot into right field for a base hit. Billingsley will field it. It was over the head of Jowers and into right field, so a base hit by Memley follows the walk to Orem. And the Panthers have 2 on with 2 out for Barth, who lines one into right field. That's a base hit. Runner will score. And 3 straight base runners reach against Barnwell with 2 outs here in the 5th. It is now 4-1 with runners at the corners. And assistant coach Sam Floyd out to the circle to talk things over with Barnwell, as Barth has put the Panthers on the scoreboard here. It's a 4-1 Armstrong lead, and the shortstop Fisher will bat. She represents the tying run, with Memley at third and Barth at first. Fisher is 0 for 2. She has struck out and grounded out. Barnwell's first pitch to her is high for ball 1. The Panthers now out hitting the Pirates 5-4, but the Panthers have committed 3 errors in the contest. The Pirates so far have played errorless ball. 1-0 pitch, big swing and a miss by Fisher, and it's 1-1. We're in the top of the 5th inning. Armstrong Atlantic leading Florida Tech 4-1. One pitch is a strike. Barth bluffed going down to second, but held up, and it's now a 1-2 count on Fisher. The 1-2 pitch in the dirt. Runner goes, throw down to second is cut, and the Pirates will pick off the runner at third as Memley is out, and that will end the inning. But Florida Tech gets on the board. We go to the bottom of the 5th. It's 4-1 Armstrong Atlantic. Chad Jackson back with you here at the ASU softball field, top of the fifth inning, or excuse me, bottom of the fifth inning. 4-1 Armstrong Atlantic, and who knows how many runs that the Panthers would have scored last half inning had Amber Janis not made a great play on a line drive off the bat of Tyler Miller to begin the inning. Janis now bats to lead off the bottom of the fifth. She takes a first pitch ball from Brianna Barth. Janis is 1 for 1, had a single in the second, but was caught stealing in that inning. She chops one foul here, right at the plate, making it 1-1. Janis, the Auburn, Georgia native, played junior college ball at Chattanooga State Community College. Pirates have a pair of Tigers on the squad this season. The 1-1 changeup is chopped to third. Up with it is Dickinson. She throws on to first, and there's one away. Barth hasn't showed the changeup much, and that's the first time a Pirate player has offered at it. Janis grounds out to third, and we go back to the top of the order for April Jowers. Jowers is 0 for 1, or excuse me, actually 0 for 2 officially. She pops one foul out of play here for strike one. Jowers reached on an error in the first inning and scored a run, then tried to bunt her way on leading off the third inning, but grounded back to the pitcher, Barth. The 0-1 pitch to Jowers. She bunts at the pitch but misses it, and it's now 0-2. Jowers transferred to the Pirates from Columbus State University. She led the Peach Bowl Conference in hits a year ago as a true freshman. For the Cougars, 0-2 pitch is high, and it's now 1-2. The 1-2 pitch grounded through the hole in the left field. That's a base hit. And April Jowers has her first base hit of the ball game. Pirates now have 5 hits to match the 5 hits for the Panthers. And with 1 on it and 1 out, Destiny Eccles will be at the plate. Eccles has grounded out twice. Once to short, once to third. First pitch is a strike on the outside part of the plate. Runner not going. Panthers expecting Jowers to run, but she was not moving from first base, and it's 0-1 count on Eccles. Oh, 0-1 pitch chopped back to the pitcher. Barth throws high to first, and it's over the head of the first baseman. So it'll be safe all around. Another error by the Panthers, their 4th of the ball game. And the Pirates now have runners at second and third with 1 out for Megan Qualls. So not a good day for the Panthers in the field, as another error gives the Pirates a good scoring opportunity here with runners at second and third and 1 out. Val Silvestrini out to the circle to talk things over with Barth. The former Pirate hit .412 in her only season here at Armstrong Atlantic in 2004 and earned all region honors for the Pirates. And she will stay with Barth here in the 5th. Pirates could get some much needed insurance runs here. As Qualls steps to the plate, she has not seen much from Barth with which to deal with. She has walked twice, once on 4 pitches. And with first base open, we'll see if Barth gives Qualls anything to hit whatsoever. First pitch is in the dirt for a ball, and it's 1-0. Qualls, the junior from Ringgold, Georgia. Chattanooga State Community College transfer. 1-0 pitch is high, and it's 2-0. At least for the moment, looks like Qualls will not see anything good in this at-bat either. The 2-0 pitch is bunted, and the Pirates are going to score on the bunt single by Qualls, and it's now 5-1. So Qualls takes everyone by surprise, lays one down, and the Pirates get the run back that Florida Tech scored in the top half of the inning. It's now 5-1. And that will bring up Nicole Huddleston with runners at the corners, still one out in the inning. Huddleston is 0 for 2 in this game. She is grounded out and flied out. First pitch is popped up, and the second baseman, Memley, will make the grab for the second out of the inning. And that brings up Bailey Temples, who is 2 for 2 with an RBI this afternoon. Barth's first pitch to Temples is on the outside part of the plate for strike one. The 0-1 pitch is inside, and it's 1-1. The 1-1 delivery lined into center field. That's going to drop for a base hit and get past the center fielder all the way to the fence. Two runners will score, and Temples will pull up into third, and the Pirates now lead at 7-1. And this will be it for Barth, as Val Silvestrini is going to head to the circle. And we will see a new pitcher. We'll tell you about her when we come back. You're watching Armstrong Atlantic State softball from here at ASU Softball Field. The new pitcher for Florida Tech is Tiffany Bishop, a senior from Melbourne, Florida. This season, Bishop 1-0 with a 1.40 earned run average, 5 innings pitched, 4 hits given up, 1 run given up. She has not walked a batter, and she has struck out 4. She faces Shelby Duff with a runner on third and 2 out, as the Pirates have plated 7, including 3 in this inning. The 1-0 pitch to Duff, grounded through the hole in the left field. That is a base hit, and it is now 8-1. And that will close the book on Barth. The good news for Barth is that none of the runs she gave up in this game are earned. However, she gave up 8 runs, 7 hits, and 4 2/3 innings, walked 2, struck out 1. As Aaron Billingsley steps to the plate. Billingsley is 0 for 2 officially. First pitch to her is a strike. She reached on an error her last time up. The Panthers have committed 4 errors in this game, and almost every one of those has directly led to runs for the Pirates. The 0-1 pitch is outside but called a strike, and it's 0-2. Snap throw down to first. Duff back safely. The 0-2 delivery from Bishop is swung on and missed, strike 3, and that retires the side. But the Pirates plate 4. We go to the top of the 6th inning. It's 8-1 Armstrong Atlantic. Top of the 6th inning here at the ASU softball field. Megan Barnwell faces the 4, 5, 6 hitters in the order, as Brooke Fisher swings and foul tips a pitch from Barnwell for strike 1. Fisher 0 for 2. She was at the plate when Memley was picked off third base. The Panthers had runners at first and third in a 3-run ball game, but now she bats with the bases empty, leading off the inning in an 8-1 ball game, as the Pirates put up 4 in the bottom of the 5th. 1-2 pitch from Barnwell is fouled back out of play, and the count remains 1-2. The 1-2 delivery from Barnwell, swung on and missed, strike 3. And Barnwell Picks up her 7th strikeout of the game. And with one down, it brings up the hottest hitter on the Panther squad, Emily Densom. She has 2 of the Panthers' 5 hits, including a double. She hit a single her last time up. First pitch to her is low for ball 1. Swing and a pop-up behind the plate. It will hit off the screen. And the count is now 1-1. The 1-1 delivery from Barnwell down and outside for a ball. And it's now 2-1. 8 runs on 8 hits for Armstrong Atlantic today. 1 run on 5 hits, 4 errors for Florida Tech. Pop up behind the bag at second. Janice will make the grab for out number 2. That brings up Kara Dickinson, the 3rd baseman. 0 for 1 officially with a strikeout. She also has a successful sacrifice today. Big swing and a miss on the rise ball from Barnwell, and it's 0-1. Oh, 0-1 pitch. That's high and outside for a ball. And it's 1-1. 1-1 pitch, low and outside for a ball. Again, the Pirates and the Panthers will have game 2 of our doubleheader about 20 to 25 minutes after the conclusion of this contest. 2-1 pitch is a strike at the knees, which makes it 2-2. The 2-2 delivery popped up to second. Jowers battles the sun, makes the grab, and it's a 3-up, 3-down inning for the Panthers in the top of the 6th. We head to the bottom of the 6th inning. Pirates lead it 8-1. Bottom of the 8th inning, and Hannah Layton will pinch hit for the Pirates to lead off the bottom of the 6th. Against Tiffany Bishop, the pitcher for the Panthers. Layton, a junior from Douglasville, Georgia. 0 for 1 last weekend for the Pirates. 1-0 pitch, popped up, right back towards us. Make the play, make the play. Oh, come on, make that catch. And the count is now 1-1. Tim, our PA announcer, trying to make the play, but it falls harmlessly for a foul ball. The 1-1 delivery upcoming from Bishop to Layton is outside for a ball, and it's 2-1. Layton, a junior college transfer from Darton College. The 2-1 pitch is high and tight, and it's 3-1. So the 3-1 delivery from Bishop to Layton, fouled out of play down the right side. And the count is now full. The 3-2 pitch upcoming from Bishop to Layton. That's also lined down the right field line, and the right fielder, Orem, made a play on the ball as she went hard into the fence. Couldn't make the catch, but gave it a chase. So again, the 3-2 pitch upcoming. And called strike 3 at the knees. Layton is out on strikes for the first out of the 6th. And we'll get another pinch hitter for the Pirates as Heather Walker is going to bat. Walker, the sophomore from Peachtree City. 0 for 2 last weekend for the Pirates. Replaces Amber Janis. She takes a strike on the outside part of the plate. And it's 0-1. One pitch, that's upstairs for a ball. And it's 1-1. One pitch lined into right field. That is a base hit. And Heather Walker has her first hit of 2010. And it gives the Pirates a one-out base runner. And it brings up another pinch hitter for the Pirates as Elisa Malte is going to come in and hit. And we'll have a runner at first base. Amber Fletcher running at first base for the Pirates. And Lisa Malte at the plate. First pitch to her is low for ball one. Elisa Malte, the junior from Marietta, Georgia, at the plate. Takes a strike at the knees, and it's 1-1. Malte 0 for 1 this season. The 1-1 pitch is high, and it's 2-1 to Malte. 8-1, we're in the bottom of the 6th inning. Pirates trying to close this one out against the Panthers. The 2-1 pitch swung on and missed by Malte, and it's 2-2. The 2-2 pitch grounded to second. They'll get the sure out at first as Fletcher moves to second. And with 2 down, Christy King will get a chance to bat for the Pirates. King, the freshman from Canton, Georgia. Yet to get an official at-bat this season, played in 1 game last weekend for the Pirates. She looks at a pitch high, throw down to second, but Fletcher back safely. Pitch grounded to second. Up with it is Memley. She throws on to first, and that retires the side. And we head to the top of the 7th inning. Armstrong Atlantic leading it 8-1. Top of the 7th inning, Armstrong Atlantic leading Florida Tech 8-1. Pirates re-enter all their major defenders as Ashley Bucket is back in to catch. Megan Barnwell starts off. Lonnie Ankiel with a strike. The catcher for the Panthers grounded into a double play her last time up. She's 0 for 1 with a walk in this game. Swings and fouls back the next pitch, and it's 0-2. Oh-2 pitch lifted into left field, drifting back and making the catch for the Pirates is Megan Qualls for out number 1. That brings up Tyler Miller, who lined out to short her last time up. She is 0 for 2 today. First pitch to her is low for ball 1. Big swing and a miss on the 1-0 pitch by Barnwell, and it's 1-1. One pitch, high and outside for a ball. And it's 2-1. 2-1 pitch fouled back out of play. And it's 2-2. Two-two pitch in the dirt for a ball. And the count is now 3-2. 3-2 pitch called, strike 3. And the Panthers are down to their final out. Danielle Healy, the center fielder, steps in. She has struck out twice against Barnwell, once swinging and once looking. Her first pitch is fouled down the right side for a strike. One pitch in the dirt for a ball. And it's 1-1. One pitch, that's down and away for a ball. The 2-1 pitch popped to second, trapped by Jowers. She can't make the play at first. It'll be an infield hit, and the Panthers stay alive. As we go back to the top of the order for Sarah Oram. And the ball gets past the catcher Bucket on the first pitch to Oram, but it's a ball. The runner not going on the play, so it's 1-0 to Oram. Next pitch is a strike, and it's 1-1. One pitch swung on and missed by Oram. And it's 1-2. One-two pitch, pop foul, out of play. One-two pitch in the dirt for a ball. Now the 2-2 delivery from Barnwell to Orem. Swung on and missed, strike three. And that is the end of the ball game. Armstrong Atlantic takes game number 1 from Florida Tech, 8-1. Megan Barnwell is your winner. And Brianna Barth takes the loss. And we will step away and come back with game 2 of our doubleheader between Armstrong Atlantic and Florida Tech.